You ready? All right, I said I was gonna do this, like do some process videos this year, because this video channel started January 1st of this year. So there's nothing like waiting until the last minute. All right, I'm gonna clean screens. This, out of the silk screen process, this is the part that I hate the most, but every piece of this process is important. Okay, and I don't know much about all the science behind it, so I'm gonna be like, for example, I have no idea what this is. This is the brand name. I get it from a buddy of mine who runs a shop. I just mix, you're supposed to mix like a little, like the more of this you mix in your spray bottle, the more it'll clean out the emulsion, but also it'll eat your skin off your face if you get it on your face and it's hard to breathe in. And you know, so your solvents are, it's up to you, and there's all kinds of solvents. So we're gonna, and I'm gonna talk to Seth, because Seth's going. So we're gonna use this to break down the emulsion. As far as a degreaser, all I got here is, this is just like Comet in some water. And that's what I'm using. Now, I'm not like so much sold on that like using that for a degreaser. It's what we did in college. But, you know, there's like, Ryonet has some stuff that's called like green stuff that's good. But to be honest with you, don't listen to me. I'm just gonna tell you how I did it, but I wouldn't listen to a thing I say. I just use Comet. Saves. Okay, this is the pressure washer I have. It's a 2300 PSI. This was the more expensive one, but to be honest with you, the cheaper one that, you know, I'd have to replace every couple of years for like 99 bucks worked just as good as this one does. Actually, somewhat better, because this one has a kickoff thing on it. It drives me absolutely nuts. Okay, so big thing is you want to keep your, like this brush right here is just for getting the emulsion off. I don't use it to get ink out of screens. That is a whole nother brush that I remove everything for getting, you know, like cleaning screens, like after I get finished printing. Somewhere else, I take them totally out of here, because you do not want any of this stuff getting mixed in with, like, you know, like a lot of my screens I'll reuse. So I don't want to get any kind of cross-contamination. All right, also the washout sink, always put your toys in something that you like up here, so you have to straighten them up before you start. I like to have a few tanks, a few little action figures. But okay, here we go. Everything's on. All right, yeah, well, I think everything's on. I gotta turn on the pressure washer. All right, the big thing about cleaning screens is, first you just want to kind of like saturate the screen, front and back, and always start, we'll call this the back side, we'll call this the inside, and I get it wet. And I take this spray bottle, shake it up a little bit, and I do like 4 sprays, but as soon as I get this, I haven't cleaned screens in a while, so this thing is taking a while. Spray bottle's acting like a jerk. Hold on. I'm not gonna. Hey, okay, pause.
Yes.
All right, I had to get this going. Seth doesn't want me to tell you how I did it, because it's not good for you. All right, here we go.
All right. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, right there, Seth. That's all you do. And then you take this. Don't get my butt crack, because I'm still in street shorts. You take this and you scrub, right? See right there, Seth, are you getting that? And I'm kind of like, you know, you don't take like a whole lot of pressure. You know, like you just don't really need it. And then do the back side. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Kind of, and then scrub that in like this. I'm kind of scrubbing that in. All right, now just kind of let it sit there for a minute. Think about what you're gonna have for dinner. We're gonna have big ziti. All right. Now you're gonna spray. Now this is very important, or I think it's very important to me. I like to, when I'm using the pressure washer, I like to start from the bottom up and go back and forth. That way that I know that I'm seeing the emulsion like blow out. Like if I start up here and I'm like, ooh, the water will like wash out the emulsion, and I won't know where I started. Does that make sense? So here we go. This is see, like that's what I'm talking about. And this screen wants to act like a jerk. Sometimes you gotta wrestle with them. Now, you can spend all day cutting the screen if you want to. To me, that's okay. You know, I'm not like doing these super duper complicated like prints with a lot of like crazy. Well, I am doing a lot of crazy detail, but I do like a lot of over printing. Well, if you know what my work looks like, you're like, hey, now I understand why everything looks like crap. All right, here we go. Then we're gonna do this side. All right, there you go. See, there you go. I blew it out. Now, if you want to, and the lighting in here sucks, you know, you kind of want to look at it and see, hey, did I get everything? All right, now, this is important. Now it's time for the degreaser. And I just soap it up, back and forth. Just get it wet, not a lot of pressure. Just making sure. And this is like, you know, a degreaser that gets all the extra like funk out of the screen, right? Like, you know, you know, I really don't know what it does. It's just degreases. And then here's what I like to do. I like to put the screen over here. I kind of put this little top to this thing right here so it doesn't get everywhere. And what I'll do is I'll stack up 5 screens, and then I will wash them out. Okay, Seth, just go ahead and pause. Are you ready? Okay, so this one's been degreased. What I like to do is I have my, you know, silly little OCD way of doing things. I stack 5 of them up like this, and then I like to put them like back to back. So every other one, you know, one's back to back, so the meshes are touching each other and kind of doing that. Okay, so I'm going to grab the first one that I like, the one that's been in there the longest. So same thing is cleaning them out. You know, when you use other products like a degreaser, dehaze remover, like the green stuff or some other kind of product, you can actually like see it, which is more helpful than this, because this, like, I can't tell what's going on right there. But so, just like blowing out, this is degreasing, like blowing out the emulsion. I'm going to start from the bottom up. And I start on the back side again. Flip it over. Same thing, bottom to top. So that, you know, I use the pressure washer to blow out that the degreaser. And then then I've got this, has different functions that I use for different things. This is just like the shower function. I just kind of spray the metal. It stopped for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to go from top to bottom. Just rinse it out. Flip it over, rinse it out. And then, you know, so I'm not dripping water everywhere. I just kind of do that. I can see there's a little bit of emulsion right there. It's just barely on there, unless it came off the top, like right there. You know, cleaning your edges is important, but, you know, you're not going to be printing up in there, so it's really not that. I'll just get it next time. Then I kind of just hold it up to the light to see if there's any kind of big blockage. And then I set it up over here. Set your screens up to dry. And then most shops do this. I see most people, when they show them drying screens, they just do it like, I call it the TP method. I'm just gonna like make TPs out of these, like just kind of get them, want them to dry them, you know, flat. And then as they start to get more dry, I'll move them around, because the bottom will, you know, collect water. Just a lot of common sense goes a long way in here. So like if you're gonna set a fan up in front of your screens, like don't put them over here, then turn your fan on, because you'll blow dust into them. And you want to take care of this, you know, it's a very important part of the process. You want to make sure you're doing a good job, or else you're going to notice it when you're printing. and then it's like, you know, you're screwed. You know, what'd you do all that for? All right, that's it, man.